Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com. This is the card we'll be making today, and it uses the Sending Thoughts dies, which has two banners and two dies that will cut out the flowers, and these flowers stick on top of the ones that are die cut here. This one is with a plain background. I cut the front of the card in coloured cardstock. This is Granny Apple Green. This is the one we're going to be making. I've used it on a watercoloured background. I use rhinestones for this. I cut my card base from a 12 by 12 inch Whisper White sheet. So you cut it off at 10 inches. On both sides, so you want it 10-inch square, and then cut that in half at 5 inches, and score at 5 inches. In metric, that will be 12.7 by 25.4 centimetres and folded in half. I cut some fluid 100 watercolour paper and Granny Apple Green cardstock, both at 4 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inch square. That's 12.1 by 12.1 centimetres. I also needed some scraps of Petal Pink, Terracotta Tile and Daffodil Delight to cut the flowers. From the leftover Whisper White cardstock, you can then cut two banners, like here. Granny Apple Green ink. The pigment sprinkles, we're going to be using Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay and Daffodil Delight, a silicone mat and the aqua painter, some Wink of Stella. First, centre this circular die in the middle of the cardstock and secure it with washi tape so it doesn't move. We also need to cut out some flowers with these dies here. A set of yellow, a set of petal pink. You won't need it all, but it's just nice to have spares, and also some in terracotta tile. So I'll do that off camera and I'll be back. I'm going to take this congratulations sentiment and stamp it on the cardstock first, because then you can centre the die over it, and it's much easier that way. It doesn't matter if you stamp crooked, because then you can centre your die over it. So now I've cut the die and I've actually already glued the flowers on to save time because it's a bit fiddly to do. Now we're going to take the watercolour paper and we're going to wet it with the aqua painter. Thoroughly wet the paper. I'm going to loosen that down. Have a spritzer, you can use the spritzer to wet your paper, but I'm doing it this way because I don't want spray to get everywhere. Stamping Up Sprinkles have got a cap plus a little stopper here, and you just sprinkle a little bit. A little goes a long way. Recap it. Get a kitchen towel to clean your brush. Now if you want it less intense, then you can add a bit more water to colour wash it out. Then I'm going to sprinkle a bit of yellow. And wash that over as well. just going to blot that up a bit because I don't want it so intense. Now this is very, very bright, vibrant, so I'm only going to have the teeniest weeniest bit. Soak it up with the towel and blot it. I'm happy with that because I like pastel shades. I don't want it too dark. And then if you want some splatter patterns, you can tap it. Or you can use the Wink of Stella and squeeze a bit out and tap that as well, so you can get some silver speckles on it. Not sure if it's showing. I think what I'll do is I'll try and do it this way and see if that works. Then I can wash my cap. Obviously allow that to dry, and then you need to offer that up, and they should be the same size. Carefully remove the tape. Adhere this to the card base. Curl the banner. Put a couple of dimensionals on there. And there are the cards finished. That one's got rhinestones, this one hasn't. As you can see how different they are. Each one will be different because you can't predict how the sprinkles will react to the water. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Pop back for more inspiration. As usual, you'll find all the links to the supplies below this video in the show more section, and you can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.